And we had this moment yesterday where he's like, all right, permission to have a flyby, and he just said, hey, go ahead, take the lead. So of course I throttled it as fast as I possibly could, and of course he was right on my tail the whole way. And then we got halfway down this little gully and went in the gut, and then I looked over to find him, and he just went right there and gave me a high five and then passed me.
That was musician and big mountain skier Matt Reardon reliving one of his powder runs with American downhill skier Daron Rahlves on a recent trip to Keefer Lake Lodge.
It's pretty fun. Like, we haven't really skied too much together, me and Matt, but you know, to be out here, have some time to hang out and listen to jam on the guitar, and then get up on the hill and just throw a few hell yeahs. Yeah.
Matt and Daron became close friends through Matt's writing of Seize the Day, a song for the Red Bull documentary Strife on the Hahnenkamm ski race that featured Daron Rahlves. What better place to chill than right in the middle of some of the best powder skiing in the world, the Monahsee Mountains of British Columbia. This is where the newly constructed Keefer Lake Lodge sits.
Tried to make it as cozy as possible, make it very user-friendly, not too big, not too small, just sort of the right size for the amount of people we have in there. The lodge is a private lodge, so when you rent a cat of 14 people, you're the only people in the lodge. So it makes it very custom, cozy. The outside of the building is got some really large knee brace timbers that overhang the deck to give it a bit of weather protection and cover.
Well, this place is like first class. I mean, it's you know, it feels like a family. I mean, the guides, Jeff, the owner here, you know, really welcoming. Within a day, you feel like you're, you know, one of their buddies, and just everybody's hanging out, and that just adds to, like, you know, the feel of your crew. Makes it even better when you get up on the mountain like we are right now, about to drop in.
Dropping into the ground that surrounds the lodge is off the charts good, with plenty of terrain options for most levels of riders.
Yeah, Mount Eward is the main peak in our tenure. That's where we were doing a lot of our skiing yesterday. Lots of open features on Mount Eward, alpine type features. Some of the tree skiing that we have is some of the best tree skiing I've ever done anywhere. I've skied lots of different places, and we've got really nice open gladed tree areas.
It's like floating down the mountain. It's crazy, like flying low through the trees and picking your lines and just trying to find your line, and just like coming out a corner and see what you got the next turn and just dive into something else. And it's kind of like racing gates. You just don't want to brush these things too hard, because these like ghost trees will knock you down, man.
Cruising around the Keefer playground is pretty sweet in this custom-designed 14-person cat. And after a big day of sleighing, pal, it's nice to know there's cold beers on tap and a warm fireplace waiting for you at the Keefer Lake Lodge.
There's room for somebody to sit in a corner and pick up a guitar, sit on the fireplace hearth.
Give Reardon a guitar and he's in his element. After a little coaxing, okay, a shot ski, we were able to persuade Matt to play the song, Seize the Day, which he wrote for the movie Strife.
Well, there's just one song for the Strife movie, One Hell of a Ride, called Seize the Day. Well, he asked me kind of what it was like, you know, like my approach in Kitzbühel, how I got in the gate, and kind of my mental kind of like, my mental approach, how I was looking at it. And he kind of put this song together, and I've heard him jam in my house with the whole band, obviously on the radio, in the movie. But here at Keefer Lake Lodge, it's just like really intimate, just like him solo playing, and we're all hanging around the fire, and yeah, it's just, I mean, I kind of felt some chills. It brings me back to those moments, you know, where you're in the gate and just kind of start like, it really kind of like sunk me back into some of those feelings I had when I was racing the Hahnenkamm.
It's just a really cool, organic experience to write a song about someone that you know and then has achieved that level of success. Because to win the Hahnenkamm, pretty big achievement, and it was a cool movie to be a part of, and yeah, honored. An awesome feeling when you get to ski with some of your heroes and someone that you look up to. And I mean, obviously a lot of people admire his skiing. He's one of the strongest skiers in the world, but he just turned out to be a really good friend, and it was just awesome to, you know, follow him down the mountain and watch where he makes turns. And
we did have one run, and that one run that Matt and I kind of just did a little flyby on, and just like a little high five at the bottom, and just kept going a little bit. And I mean, those are kind of like exhilarating, you know, moments, and that run's going to live with me for the rest of the season for sure.